I just wanted to add to what I've already talked about in this video. I think that it's so important to do what you have to do in order to get out of that headspace. And to me, that's what mental health is. We're training our minds to become healthier and to become happier and to create a life that we love. I'm typically a happy person, but sometimes things that are just going on in the world in my life put a damper on the way that I'm feeling, and focusing on my mental health and making sure that it's strong again is really important to me. So I always put my mental health first. Just because you're having a mental health day doesn't mean that you're weak. A lot of people don't like to talk about their mental health, and I think that we need to start normalizing it, especially in police officers. A lot of us don't talk about it at all. I usually like to just keep to myself. Sometimes I'll reach out to my friends and family just to talk to them about what I'm feeling and like what is going on. The police world is getting worse, and I really pray to God that it gets better, because I don't know how much longer we can take this. It's just overwhelming. Do little things that bring you peace and happiness. I'm pretty sure that there aren't any other videos on Google, YouTube, whatever, of police officers talking about their mental health, but there needs to be more awareness of it. And like I've said in this video, it's really sad to see anyone commit suicide, let alone police officers. Like, that's just tragic. I just think that it's awful when people feel that low to the point where they have to do that. It's so sad, and I'm such a huge advocate for mental health and for feeling the best that we can feel and to live a life that we love. And I feel awful for people who suffer from anxiety and depression. Just know that it'll get better. If you put the work in, if you continue to just press on, and if you have consistency, it will get better. So that's just what I wanted to add. I want to normalize mental health. I want to talk about mental health, and I specifically chose today because I'm having kind of a bad mental health day, I guess you could describe it. There's just a lot of things that have been on my mind, and everything's fine. I don't want to freak anyone out. We all go through this kind of stuff. Everyone has those days where you just feel low and you feel depressed. If you are going through something like that right now, you're not alone. Everything that's going on with police officers getting shot and killed, it's just really disgusting and terrifying and awful. I feel so bad for those officers' families, and I feel terrible that they even were put in that kind of situation. A lot of us have that nightmare where we're gonna get into gunfights. I've had numerous nightmares like that. It's just part of the job, unfortunately, and you never want that nightmare to come true. It's terrifying. So every time I see one of these officers down, or that they've been attacked or hurt in any kind of way, it really does put your job into perspective. So that's why you always have to stay healthy, stay strong, and you have to always 110% watch your back, watch your partner's back, be aware of your surroundings. All of that stuff is so important, and that's what they teach us in the academy from day one. I just want this video to kind of be informative about mental health, and if you're feeling down and if you feel like you just don't want to get up and carry on with the day, I want to share some tips and tricks that I do in order to kind of like make myself feel better. And if you still have to go to work, tips and tricks that are going to help you throughout work. I'm lucky in the fact that I don't feel like this often. It's just, I need to train myself to move on from things and to finally feel at peace. So far today, what I've done to help while I'm at work, I think one thing, staying busy, I think that helps a lot. It keeps our mind occupied. Another thing that helps me is this book. I've listened and read it multiple times because it just makes me put things into perspective, and it makes me feel a lot better, and it's a lot of positivity in this book. I'm sure if you guys follow me on Instagram, you've seen it a million times. You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. Fabulous book. I'm actually listening to it right now as I drive around and patrol, but you want to make sure you're still doing your work, okay? If you can multitask, if you can't, listen to the book when you have free time or read the book when you have free time. I'm pretty good at multitasking, so that's why I'm listening to this as I drive around and look for stuff. Certain quotes that she has, I'll put them on my widgets and my phone so then I can see them every day. It's all about like manifesting. I totally believe in that stuff. It's about changing your mindset and listen to podcasts that are inspirational, motivational, anything that helps you as far as like a book or a podcast goes. For me, it's this book. This is my go-to book. Another thing, this might sound silly, but like drinking water, I always have this with me, but it just makes you feel pure and clean on the inside. Also, fueling your body with really nutritious foods. If you eat junk, it's probably gonna make you feel junkier. I'm always talking about that. Be cognizant of what you're putting in your body because it can contribute to making you feel like crap or making you feel good. On my watch, a breathing app that you can do, and I love doing that. Like while I'm driving around, I just take deep breaths in and out, or I'll park somewhere and just like focus on my breathing so that my chest doesn't feel as tight. With anxiety, your chest just, or at least for me, just feels tight and as if someone's sitting on it. So deep breaths really help so much, for me at least. It almost like gets that anxiousness out of your chest. So I like to focus on that, deep breathing. I also like to put on music that's upbeat or either relaxing. I like to listen to country a lot. I feel like that really helps with my mood because it just makes everything feel a little bit more relaxed. If you have to take a mental health day, do it, okay? Don't let anything hold you back because your mental health is so important, so important. And if you feel like you can't go to work and perform well, then take a mental health day. There's a lot of officers that I've seen commit suicide, which is just so sad, whether we see it on Instagram, the news. So take the time that you need in order to get your mental health back up. Also check on your peers, check on your coworkers. Little things that I like to do throughout my work shift if I have to go to work feeling like this. Took a nice relaxing shower. Now we're gonna do some skincare. My face has been breaking out like crazy lately. We're gonna take care of that. We're gonna do some blue light therapy along with a mask. The mask that I like to use for acne is the Glam Glow mask. We're just gonna slather this wherever we need it. Just do whatever makes you feel relaxed. To me, I love doing skincare. It makes me feel cleansed and taken care of. If you personally don't like doing skincare, do whatever is gonna make you feel good, calm, relaxed. For the rest of the face, I'm gonna take this new mask from the Inky List. This is the Metacasoside mask. I'll link it down below for you guys. But it's good for calming the skin. Put this wherever I didn't put the cleansing mask. And I'm going to sit like this until I feel like taking it off. While I'm letting this soak, I'm just gonna do some affirmations in my journal because I feel like that helps. But first, let's talk about today's sponsor. Thank you, Dossier, for sponsoring today's video. You guys have heard me talk about Dossier a million times. They offer high quality, luxury inspired fragrances at a really affordable price. It tells you what the fragrance is inspired by, so you get a better idea. And they have so many different fragrances to choose from. And they even offer what scents you can layer together. I've gotten my friends and family hooked on Dossier. I love their fragrances so much, and they last a really long time on the skin.
Like you can leap tall buildings in a single bound. Be clear on whom you want to meet and make a concerted effort to go meet them. Love yourself, unless you have a better idea.
Starting to feel a little less anxious, which is nice. That's the goal. So I'm gonna finish up my skincare. I'm gonna start off with this Ordinary Mandelic Acid plus HA. This is just like a nice exfoliant. This Versed Gentle Retinol Serum. The Versed Recovery Mode Night Cream. Since I have really dry skin, I'm just gonna finish off with a beauty oil. The winter's here. Freaking so drying on the skin. And that is the skincare. And this video and this night, I'm gonna pour some rosé. Cheers. Completes this video. I hope I was able to give you guys some tips on how to deal with anxiety, depression at work, and what you can do outside of work. You know, as police officers, we still have to keep pressing on, but it's really important that you acknowledge you're not feeling the best. And what's really important is that you overcome it. Mental health is so important. I'm going to continue to say that. I feel a lot better than when I first started today. I'm just thankful for that. But I'm just gonna have a relaxing night in with the puppies, and I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're going through something, know that you're not alone and that you're an all-star that can push through anything. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, I will talk to you guys later.